Alright, so we got the not so new Apple Watch Ultra 2, but this time in black. So you know we have to do another Apple Watch Ultra bands video. This is part 11 of bands that look really dope on your black Apple Watch Ultra 2. Let's get into it. So first we have to talk about the band that I actually got with the Apple Watch Ultra 2, and that is the Milanese loop with the parachute clip. I chose to get this band with the watch because it looked super nice during the keynote, and it actually looks even better in person. I actually am a really big fan of this Apple Watch band. It is extremely light because it is, of course, titanium, so it's super lightweight. It's really breathable as well, so I'd say you could probably even work out with it and not have to worry about, gunking it up or it not breathing too well or getting in the way. I actually got a lot of questions on the unboxing video whether or not it pulls on my arm hairs, and it's happened maybe once or twice, but I'd say it's a non-issue. If you're worried about that and have hairy arms like me, this is a go. I would recommend, if you are buying the Apple Watch Ultra 2 in black, to just buy it with the band, because without the band, it's pretty pricey, coming in at $200. Whereas if you buy it bundled with your watch, it actually is only a difference of $100. So if you're asking me if you're buying the Apple Watch Ultra 2 in black, this band is honestly a no-brainer. You could of course save $100 and go with one of the, trail loops or the ocean bands, but if you want that premium look and not want having to pay an extra $200 for it later on, just buy it with the Apple Watch and pay the extra $100 right there at the checkout. Another band we're going to talk about is actually another Milanese loop, but this one's actually from a company called Wingle, and this is an Amazon special. This one does fit pretty well with the Apple Watch Ultra 2 in black, and it actually matches pretty closely. It's actually a little bit darker than the watch body itself, but I'm not mad at, a darker true black. This watch band shares a lot of the same attributes. It's breathable and it's sweat proof, so that way you can actually, get active with it and work out. It is stainless steel versus titanium, so it does have some noticeable heft versus the titanium Milanese loop directly from Apple, but I'm also once again not mad at some extra heft. The three strong suits of this Apple Watch band is, one, the magnets are really strong, so you don't have to worry about them falling off or anything like that. If it's on there, it's on there. It's not going to come off unless you want it to. Second, I actually really like this metal hinge section that actually extends from the face of the watch itself. It gives you some extra clearance, so if you have larger wrists like me, you can actually fit. If it weren't for these extended sides, I actually wouldn't be able to fit this Apple Watch band because it is barely big enough for me. But good news, if your wrists are smaller than mine, I think I have about 7.5-inch wrists, you don't have to worry about it working for you. And the third thing this Apple Watch band has going for it is the fact that it's really cheap. It's only $24.99 right now, and there's actually a coupon that you can clip for an additional 20% off. So you can get it for, 10% the cost of the actual Milanese loop directly from Apple. Although this does not have the parachute buckle mechanism that the first party Apple Watch does, I actually prefer the magnet because it's really easy to put on and off. There's actually a little bit of a learning curve with the parachute buckle, and it's not easy to take on and off in the dark or just really quick if you want to put your watch on and go. All right, so we're a few bands in, and I have one question. Are you subscribed yet? Have you liked the video? If you like this content and you watched it this far already, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It means a lot to me, and it tells YouTube that you like this video, and maybe other people will too. The next band we're going to talk about is actually from Urban Armor Gear, and this is actually their double-sided reversible magnetic band. And I thought this was pretty cool because, for one, it comes in a few different colors. I have the burnt orange and dark gray green looking color right here. Then there's also a blue and tan, and there's also a black and tan. And I actually went with this because I think it's pretty cool that you can have, two-toned watch bands. So that way you can actually rock it as one solid color if you want. You have the gray side, you can have the red side, or you can have the red and gray side. So this is effectively like 3 different color combinations you can put this in. Another cool thing about this band is the fact that it has flared tips on one side. So that way the fasteners won't slide off of the band. Nice little attention to detail, pretty cool. Once again, this band is going to be sweat resistant, so that way you can actually use it out and about. It is rubber, so it should clean pretty easily as well. And it's actually coming in at $59.99. These next few bands are actually from a company called Adori. Now these are, just silicone bands. I actually think they're really nice. They remind me of the Nomad bands, but they're not as rugged, I'd say. The TPE or TPU or silicone material doesn't feel as rigid as the Nomad bands, which could be a positive or a negative depending on how you look at it. But the one huge positive about these bands is the fact that they're only $10 with a 30% off coupon. So they are dirt cheap, and they come in a ton of colors, and you can afford to get all of them because it is really inexpensive. The one knock on this is the fact that I can't personally use it because the watch band isn't long enough for me. And they don't have different sizing options either, so there's no XL option. So if you have larger than normal size wrists, I'd say this is probably a no-go and probably keep looking. But for all of you out there that can fit it, this is a steal. $7 and you get every color in the rainbow and add some character to your Apple Watch Ultra 2 in black. Another cool thing about the Apple Watch Ultra 2 in black titanium is the fact that colors actually pop a little bit more with this band in my opinion. I feel like black goes with more, and then also it just complements the brighter colors a lot more. Like you put this, put the yellow on this, you put some neon green, some orange, that band is gonna stand out even more. And yeah, I just feel like it just looks better with this color watch. The next band we're gonna talk about is from a company called Cades, and to be honest, it actually looks and shares a lot of the same design characteristics as the Wingle band that we looked at earlier, but it's a different company. I don't know, it's probably made in the same factory, but this one's pretty cool too. This one shares the same extended metal section close to the watch face that has the hinges and the orange accents, but this one is actually leather. And to be honest, I'm not the biggest like leather band fan. I feel like they're harder to clean. They're, you know, not as sweat resistant because they absorb so much moisture, and they tend to smell over time if you don't wash them regularly. So I'm not the biggest leather band fan, but there's something about the way the black leather pairs with the black titanium on the Apple Watch Ultra 2. It just looks like it matches more. I don't know what it is. A lot of the older natural titanium leather bands, I don't know, they matched, but it didn't feel like sleek and clean. And I feel like this looks more classy in my opinion. And if you don't like the black leather, it actually comes in a few different colors. You have the black and brown, which also looks really nice, has like a suede type of finish. You also have the titanium in black if you still have the natural titanium Apple Watch Ultra. And you also have the titanium in brown. But like I said, the black titanium and leather combination just looks way better in my opinion. And this is another band that's actually a nice Amazon special. It's not too expensive, coming in at only 30 bucks. So there's that. This next band is from a company called Tasikar, and this is actually like a nice traditional metal link band. It's stainless steel and it's in black, so it matches the black Apple Watch Ultra really nicely. This band comes in black, gold, silver, starlight, blue, and also rose gold. It's only 20 bucks and has a 5% off coupon, so it's not that expensive at all. Comes with a nice resizing tool if you do decide to switch it up or take some bands out. This actually fits me perfectly out of the box, so it does have enough links to, you know, fit larger wrists. The finish on this, like I said, is more of a glossy stainless steel. It's not like super gloss. It does have like a little brush texture to it, but there is a noticeable difference between the finish on the watch band and the finish on the titanium black Apple Watch Ultra 2 if you look really closely, but you know, at afar or just at a glance, you're not really going to notice it too much. The other thing that I would say to anyone out there that's looking to get one of these traditional, you know, black stainless steel bands is the fact that, you know, the coating process may not be the greatest on these cheaper bands. So I fully expect for the black to, you know, chip off over time. And, you know, if you're buying this, you know, for, you know, sub 20 bucks or whatever, just understand that it's probably going to be good for maybe a few nice occasions or to keep it in the tuck. So that way you don't have to worry about, you know, it getting wear and tear over time. So buy it with that cautious tale in mind, and I think you'll come out on top. It's, you know, an inexpensive, nice black band. If you want something to dress it up a little bit, there you go. Also, it is noticeably heavier than a lot of the other titanium alternatives that I've used in the past from companies like Ultra Supply Co. It's not a high grade titanium, it's stainless steel, so it's going to be heavier, but I like a little weight on my watch band sometimes, to be honest with you. It feels, you know, like a real watch when it's a little heavy, but that's just me. The next few bands are actually ones that I've already covered in previous episodes, but I wanted to bring them back again because I feel like they look really nice paired with the black Apple Watch Ultra 2. And the first is going to be the black Unity bands. I think this is like the 2018 or 2019 band, and I also have the latest one with the nice cool flower petal design on it. I really like these. They're minimal. I like the color blocking, and they just look way better with the black Apple Watch Ultra 2 because they're, of course, primarily black bands. But yeah, if you have a couple black Unity bands already or you're looking to get one, it's gonna look really, really nice paired with your black Apple Watch Ultra 2 and make it pop even more. It just looks seamless next to the black body and the black band. It just looks like it matches perfectly. And the last band we're gonna bring back from the past is actually from Milanese. This is the A11. I actually just covered this in the previous best accessories video, which was like a couple videos ago. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. There's some pretty cool accessories in there. But this band I actually bought with the intention of pairing it with the black Apple Watch Ultra 2. It looks pretty nice. It has the black connectors. I love this band because it does have a nice, strong magnetic clasp. I love how strong the magnets are. It feels weighted. It feels of quality. I love the little designs and stitching. I also like that it has that little safety latch, a little emergency brake Velcro latch there to keep it on your wrist, so that way it's not solely depending on the magnets themselves. But like I said, the magnets are strong. They have these cool little indents that hook in, so that way you don't have to worry about it just being like a basic connection. It's on there, it's going to stay on there. You don't have to worry about it falling off. And this band's actually on sale right now. It's coming in at $39.99, whereas normally it's 50 bucks. And I actually have one more band on the way. It's actually like a copycat of the Milanese loop from Apple with the parachute buckle, but it's currently on back order. So all that means is that we have to have a part 12. So expect way more watch bands bands videos coming because I'm going to be buying more Apple Watch bands to go with my Apple Watch Ultra 2 now that it's black. And also, I'm looking forward to some other companies out there making some Apple Watch bands as well that we may talk about in the future. But yeah, it's been a pleasure as usual, guys. Thank you for watching. If you like this series and you want to see way more Apple Watch Ultra bands, there are 10 other episodes out there for you to watch. I have a playlist linked here on screen. So yeah, it's been a pleasure as usual. Thank you for watching. And until next time, stay fresh. Peace.